Yeah, welcome to Bhillz live stream powered by Quality Music Management. We got a special guest in the building today, man. Zo Vanguard, man. I appreciate you joining us today,
I'm in
man.
the building, man. Represent, man. Shout out to Bhillz, man. Thank you for having me on your show, brother.
Yeah, of course, man. So before we get into everything with you, man, we're gonna play this song. So tell us about this song Sauce before we play it.
Well, the song Sauce, man, it's one of my singles that's out right now. I wrote this song with St. Louis in mind. Y'all have so much sauce in the city, man, with everything y'all do with whether it's a business owner, whether it's an artist, whether it's a videographer, no matter what it is, y'all got a lot of sauce to it. So that's what this song all about. No matter what part of St. Louis you from, you still got the sauce. That's what it's about.
That's what's up. So we'll get right into it, man.
Yes, indeed.
I made the sauce.
Who got the sauce?
I got the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
I am the sauce.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce. I made the sauce. I made the sauce. I made the sauce.
Yes, indeed.
Sauce. Sauce. That's sauce. That's sauce. St. Louis, sauce at my hood, sauce at north side, sauce at the west, sauce at the east, sauce at the south, sauce at, sop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce at St. Louis, sauce at my hood, sauce at north side, sauce at the west, sauce at the east, sauce at the south, sauce it, stop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce it. If the sauce is the boss, then I'm the pasta house. Now, yep, we got bricks of sauce going in, we got jaws going out, we got bad bitches and spandexes and business pulling up, we got BBWs pulling up and Beamers all about that double up Texas. We got European and foreign cars, we got bricks, 36, soft for hard. Less. You show me a city where all four sides go hard. Say Lulu! And we'll slide up on their ass like them kill boys. I got a brick around my neck. I'm a vet from my city. My city, we up next. Rock Nation do the distributing and wholesale, I'm a mess. My city full of sauce, so I guess I'm the chef. Who next? St. Louis, sauce at my hood, sauce at north side, sauce at the west, sauce at the east, sauce at the south, sauce it, stop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce at St. Louis, sauce at my hood, sauce at north side, sauce at the west, sauce at the east, sauce at the south, sauce it, stop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce it. St. Louis sauce it out, told me walk it out, downtown brethren, but my name on the fucking south, north side bound, got no fuck nigga around me, how I get down, boy I'm fresher than some down meat. You don't want no smoke like I am puffing on a brown tree. Diamond in the rough, I was shining when they found me. Got an it factor, motherfucker, can I clown me? Bitch, they call me Bones, and don't forget the 3. I'm better than the average, I'm classic, I march like madness. I've been dripping number sauces, my swagger, you gotta catch it. Find me on Broadway, sauce it with my posse. Like I'm on a diet, I can't fuck around with my way. St. Louis, sauce it, my hood, sauce it, north side, sauce it, the west, sauce it, the east, sauce it, the south, sauce it, stop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce it. St. Louis, sauce it, my hood, sauce it, north side, sauce it, the west, sauce it, the east, sauce it, the south, sauce it, stop it up with the bread we getting cause the whole city just sauce it.
Who got the motherfucking sauce? You heard me? Shout out to him.
Hell yeah, but that's dope, man. That's just dope.
Right on, Bhillz. Appreciate it, man.
Something's wrong with the applause button. It's not working. All right, so we got Zo Vanguard, man. So for the people that are just getting familiar with you, man, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm Zo Vanguard, man. I speak the truth. You know, I ain't perfect or nothing like that. I'm just real. You know what I mean? And if I fuck up, I accept that too. Right? Um, that's just what it is. I got love for St. Louis. I'm a artist. Um, and right now, I got one of the biggest podcasters in the city of St. Louis because I represent for each and every person the culture. I don't like to really call it a podcast, but I will just so people can understand where I'm going with it. But it's a cultural thing, and I represent for each and every last one of us, man, because our city got so much sauce, so much going on, man, and somebody got to represent for everybody, right? Because inside our city, man, we represent for our cliques, ourselves, our labels, and things like that. And it all starts at home, but somebody got to represent for all of us. That's what Zo Vanguard do.
Hell yeah. So for people that that don't really know that much about St. Louis, man, tell people a little bit about the city and how it was growing up in St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis, man. St. Louis is a beautiful city, man. It has a lot to offer. It also it's a lot of entertainment came out of here. Just a lot of everything came out of St. Louis. And I think we haven't got a lot of recognition for it yet. But we will in due time. Growing up in St. Louis, it was inspiring to me, man, because I've seen so many people in my city create something from nothing. We don't have a big industry here of any kind for real. But I watch the St. Louis natives create small business and turn to big businesses, from car lots to restaurants to record labels, to construction companies to grass, just all that. You know what I mean? So it was inspiring for me growing up in St. Louis. That's why people see me push like I push, man, because I watch people do it, and I love seeing things come from nothing. Right? I'm an underdog, right? All underdogs is winners to me, right? They never stop fighting, they never give up. That's on everything. So growing up in St. Louis to me, man, was motivational. Real shit.
Yeah. What was it that got you first into to making music and getting into the music industry?
Uh Prison, right? I went to prison uh as a teenager, man, for drug trafficking and shit like that, man. And that's all I knew coming up, I ain't have no education or nothing like that. So by the time when I got in the system or whatever, I was just trying to figure out like shit, I gotta do something with my life, man. You know what I mean? I'm a bright person, you know what I mean? People fuck with me. I fuck with the people, you know what I mean? So I started figuring out excuse me, what I'm about to do. And a lot of guys in there at the time, I wasn't rapping at the time or nothing like that. A lot of guys at the time, they rapping, I heard them rapping and they putting songs together and shit like that, right? So one day I was just sitting up and like I say, man, I'm just a little, I think outside the box, and I just thought about starting a label, and I started Vanguard Records in there inside the prison system, and we had a studio and put inside there. It's a documentary on YouTube. You can look it up. It's called Vanguard Records documentary. Vanguard's with a Z, and we tell a story and everything like that. But that's where it all started at, and I wanted to have something positive to do when I came home. Um, and then plus try to save some of my brothers, man. That was rappers, but shit, they were all criminals too, right? And that's all they had was this music, and they was good at it. You know what I mean? And shit, we put the label together. And that's how I got into music, right there.
That's
Yeah.
dope. So were you like so you weren't making music or doing anything involved with music until you went to prison?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. As a kid, I had a little group of shit, music. As a kid, I love music for sure, but I
Mhm.
wasn't rapping. Nah,
So so
I
what
always
were
wanted to be one.
so what were some artists that inspired you whenever you was growing up?
Man, it's a whole fleet of artists growing up, man. I fuck with all old music, new, like growing up. Let me see, I can use, say you can use like NWAs and just shit like that back then, man. I mean, you can name them, man. Um, Tupac, just hearing all them kind of great people, No Limit and shit like that coming up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, them was most definitely inspirational parts for me for sure, especially Master P, right? Um, still to this day, he one of my biggest motivational forces. Every morning I get up, after praying, I watch YouTube. I have to watch something on Master P, something that's teaching about building a business or something like that, because I think I don't think about it. He's one of the greatest music moguls that ever walked this earth, and so I take notes from him every day. So that's one of my things I do.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, cause they definitely like came up and really showed like the blueprint to like owning your masters, owning
Yes,
being your own
yes,
boss. You know what I
man.
mean? Not working. Cause
God
before
damn
that,
right.
most artists just worked for the labels and stuff. You know what I mean? And they really
Yes.
put them in death row. You know, and Bad Boy too. Bad Boy did it too. You know, like
Yeah. See, but Master P the one made the game change
yeah,
forever. Like
he he.
he made companies come together, man, that were never supposed to come together because of the 85% deal that he ended up getting, and then opened the door for a lot of people. So it's a beautiful thing behind that. So I kind of studied that blueprint,
Mhm,
um, because the door is still open for those kind of deals and things like that. It's all about how you approach what you're about to do. It's all about
mhm,
studying, like what Master P does every morning. And 50 Cent learned it from him. He gave 50 Cent his first $1 million for tour, but they get up every morning and get on the phone with their lawyers every single morning.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what
Mhm,
how you build up shit. And then I want to be able to buy like Master P sale, like what you call blueprints, right?
mhm,
You can go to Master P with 250 grand, 300,000, $1 million, whatever you got, and hand it to him, and he will hand you a folder to guarantee you that you're gonna win with this blueprint you got.
hell yeah.
So yeah, man, that's the kind of, I'm trying to come up on those type of things. You know what I mean? Like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So my view is a little different, right? Because I already did a lot of stuff when it come to rap and shit like that, right? So,
Mhm.
but I'm trying to get to that point, man. You know what I mean? For real, real shit.
Yeah, yeah, and he definitely is one of the only ones that really put on for the artist too, because if you think about it, like you know what I mean, like even with that verses with Cash Money, you could see like the love, like everybody on his side, they all came out, they turned up, they're all wearing the jackets and everything, and then you know what I
Yes,
mean, you could feel the
yes.
vibe was different, and then on the Cash Money side, no offense to them, but you could tell like they didn't really want to be there. Wayne didn't even pull up, like you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they're over
Mm-hmm.
there arguing with each other the whole time during the verses. You know what I mean?
Yes, because one thing I learned about from Master P, man, you treat everybody the same artist. You know what I mean? Ain't no you don't talk crazy to him, none of that shit, right? And that's why they
Yeah.
was able to come back and reciprocate the love when he needed it. He
Yeah.
was able to get it back. You understand what I'm saying? Because he treated them all well. When you sign a no limit, you got $1 million a house in the car, right? So
Yeah.
how could you not love the person who put you as a millionaire and took your family out of poverty? You understand what I'm saying? So when he
Hmm.
called you on beat a Snoop Dogg, one of the biggest motherfuckers there is right now. You see, he was there
Yeah.
because he put him back on the map.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was gone.
Yeah. And didn't he got him out of that death row contract, didn't he?
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right, got him out of there. See, those are the kind of moves that I'm talking about, right? I want to be connected like that, man. I want to know the people, man. See what I'm saying? You want to be able to talk to people. You want to
Hmm.
network with the people. You want to be able to make moves for people. People want to call your phone. Hey, man, I know who can get this done. Hey, let
Yeah.
me call Zo Vanguard. Like, yeah, he know this person. Like, yeah, you want to be able to big pull strings, not because of old street ways and all that kind of shit, man. That shit cool or whatever. But you know what I mean? But getting into the industry, man, being able to help people change their lives and see different, right? Because that's what I was doing with my label, bro. And I started what you call concrete music. Vanguard Records was a record label that I started in prison. I got out and got a few artists, we call them the free Vanguards, right? The free
Mhm.
Vanguard, the ones that we met outside the prison and got on the label. But once we got with them, we got with a whole nother another 10 labels. We hooked up and we just started doing shit together because it's about everybody, bro. It should be about everybody, man, because everybody missing the picture right now, B.
Yeah.
And and the picture is the culture.
Yeah, and you need all the pieces for the machine to work. That's the thing too. Is like
Yeah.
you gotta have the workers, you gotta have the bosses, you gotta have the promoters. Like everybody plays a role, and everything's important, you know. And not everybody. That's the thing is a lot of people they be wanting to be the star all the time, and sometimes might not be
Yeah.
your time to be the star yet, or you might have
Yeah.
had your time and now you gotta step back, but you still a star. You know what I'm
You
saying? It
still a
don't.
star.
Yeah.
You still a star, right? So it's always, it's solutions to that shit, right? So people got to understand. Oh, this is what I should do. I'm gonna tell you this right here, real quick. You want to be the star? Okay, come here. We got a show coming up. You finna lead this motherfucking show. I'm finna throw your ass right on the front line to see if you can handle this. That's what you do. Okay, you say you want to do it, put them on the front line. When you see the pressure, then you understand where you're supposed to stand at. That's how
Yeah.
you do it. Hey, man, that's why nobody still to this day can't be mad at me about nothing we did, because once you ask me to do it, I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you
Yeah.
do it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? That's how you know if you're ready to be a star or you want to be in the back seat.
Yeah, and that's the only way you can do anything in life. Like even
Mm-hmm.
just like I could sit there and tell you all day how to ride a bicycle, but until you get on that bicycle and make and fall and get back up and shit, then you ain't gonna be able. You just gotta throw yourself in situations and not be
Thanks.
afraid to fail. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Because a lot of people they're afraid to fail. They don't want to go up there and bomb, or they don't want. But that shit makes you learn. That shit makes you better
Man.
at your craft. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, B. On everything. I know exactly what you mean, because that's part of the game, right? See, I was telling somebody the other day, right? When we look at certain celebrities or whoever winning right now, you looking at them in a winning season.
Mm-hmm.
See, you didn't see them before. They failed 50,000 times. They were depressed 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? They had to borrow some money from somebody to make this happen. But when you seen them, then they winning season. You think you supposed to do exactly what they doing when they doing it. No, they had some ups and downs too. And people
Mm-hmm.
forget about that part, bro. That's the
Yeah.
part right there. That
Yeah, that's
everybody look
true.
at people and just want to instantly win. But what have you done to make yourself instantly win?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
understand?
And that's kind of the difference in like the industry now is it used to be like with artists whenever the label would prep them and stuff, whenever we would see the artists, they were already ready, you know what I mean, for the camera and all
Yes.
that. But now with like social medias and stuff, you gotta be worried what you're putting out there, because we're seeing everything, you know what I'm saying? We're seeing the good, the bad, the come up, like you were saying, you know what I mean? And a
No
lot of
doubt.
times and a lot of times people don't really think about what they putting out, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like as an artist nowadays, it's almost backwards. Like it used to be like as an artist, you could vibe with somebody's music, but you don't really like them as a person, or you don't really know them
Right.
as a
Right.
person. But
Right.
now it's like you almost have to be an influencer. You have to be likable. They have to accept you as a person to even give your music a chance. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because of social media. Because now they demand so much because of what been put out there before you drop your music.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So they want to know who you are now. Goddamn! First you drop a song, everybody love the song. They give a fuck who you were.
yeah, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Even like with like R&B artists and divas and stuff, like it was notoriously like these people like were hard to get along with and type and stuff like that. But now it's like that shit in your career. Like if it comes out that you know what I mean, you're hard to get. Like look at what happened to Ellen. Like it found out that she was like treating her staff like shit and all that, and they ran
Yeah.
her out the country.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be careful, man. So it's all about how you treat people, man. What what you put out to the universe for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But like I say, man, my thing about the music scene in St. Louis is just, I know we can do it. I know we can do it, right? Um, I done said it too many times. I done put the word out there. In a lot of conversations about how to do it. It's not meaning that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? It's just I'm talking about pulling together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so with that being said, hopefully, man, within the next this year, man, we start seeing more of the light being shedded onto St. Louis, because the light is shed, it is shining on St. Louis, but
Mm-hmm.
for the underground. You know, understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to see more people just rolling up out of here, man, getting some money from this music. You know what I mean?
So what do you think has to happen for St. Louis to kind of come together and start supporting each other as a city?
We have to realize that we all on the same team, right? And I ain't talking about artists, just artists. I'm talking about business owners, uh, and all, right? Just say for instance, right? I film at members only right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a club, and it's also a restaurant in there, AJ's to go, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we all as artists should be talking to these business owners, seeing how can we cross promote and help each other come up.
Definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, here's a club owner, here's a restaurant owner. You an artist. What we doing? my flyers as an artist, I'm gonna have this club on here because this is where I throw my shows at. And if you need to go have a good time, this where you need to go down to this club. The club only gonna let you hang the posters in there because you represent for him. And now everybody who come there get to buy some food.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody in this circle is promoting each other, and that's not an artist. You understand what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
start doing this as a whole as St. Louis and see and to understand that we've set back a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
once we grab that understanding and do that, that'll make it come up because it's just not on the artist.
Definitely.
It's a cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
understand what I'm saying? It's a cultural thing. When I say culture, I mean St. Louis. We're not speaking race or none of that right now. Because everybody in St. Louis loves St. Louis no matter what race they are. I'm standing on that. They love the art. You see them with their hats on, they hockey going down there to soccer to baseball. Everybody loves St. Louis. So that's what I mean by getting out with the people, letting them know that man, y'all are part of what we do and we're a part of what y'all do. That's how we
yeah.
started. See,
Yeah.
everybody think it's on the stage and going back and forth to the same goddamn spot. That ain't doing shit, man.
Yeah.
I ain't knocking that now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking that. But what we have to do is start putting the business aspect in place for everyone and not just our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't know business and they make you pay for it sometimes. And that's fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And that's causing us to set each other back because now if you done made 18 people, not 50 people pay for their way to get to learn the music, they gonna make 50 people pay. So
Mm-hmm.
that's 100 people set back because they trying to get their fucking money back from being used for shit they should have got free.
Yeah.
You
And
understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm at with it, man, because it's getting too far out of hand. First and foremost, um, anything you bring like smoke and talk, right? I'm gonna use
Mm-hmm.
my own platform as for right now. Um, you have never heard nobody arguing about smoke and talk why they can't get on there or why um these type of people can't be there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because it's for the culture. No matter what race you are, no matter what you do in our city, rock band, rap, restaurant owner, non-profit organization, soccer player. We don't give a damn what you do as long as you represent the city. Our job is to promote you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the reason I'm saying that because this is showing you how something for the culture supposed to really go. Nobody
Yeah.
supposed to turn their nose up at something that's done for the culture. See, if you put shit together and it's causing division and it's causing separation, that means you got to go back and reset that shit and
Yeah.
work on it. It's a good idea. That is it's not a bad idea, not like that. It just needs to be restructured and reset. Cause separate when you try to bring people together and do things for people, no one should be mad.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They shouldn't be saying like, man, you on this team or you on their team and he ain't shit and she ain't shit. Like, nah, it shouldn't be none of that
Yeah.
when it's about the culture. So that means you got to check yourself, pull yourself out of that situation. Not mean let it go, mean take a look at it and fix it. That's how we do this culture. That's how we fix the culture. No one should be mad at you. No one.
Nah,
If
for
you doing
sure.
something for the people.
Yep. Nah, I feel you. And what you said, is true, man. Like, and just because you got to go and look at something and reevaluate it doesn't mean that you got to throw it out. Like something that's broken can be fixed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah,
you had the vision and stuff, and because a lot of people, they be trying something and it don't work, so they just give up or they just throw it out. Whenever it's like, nah, man, you had the vision. You know what I'm saying? The vision doesn't always come together on the first day. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's got, you got to keep grinding, and you got, and you know what I mean, and it's true because like you said, like with different groups and stuff, like there's, I be seeing a lot of, it's like a lot of gatekeeping and a lot of people, they don't want to fuck with certain people because of
Yeah,
whatever. Whenever it's like, man, it's bigger than that. It should be about, like what you said, it's about the city, it's about, you know what I mean, the culture, it's about everything coming together, you know what I mean.
yeah,
it's
damn
it's,
right.
it's bigger than an individual or a certain group, you know.
Yes, it is. And the gatekeeping ain't got nobody nowhere, bro. And
Nah.
like that's why like I speak about it now and speak about certain shit now because like how the fuck we gonna keep letting shit be the same, right? You can't
Yeah.
let it be the same. You cannot let it be the same when you know the end results of it, right?
Yeah.
That's just crazy shit, right? Being a
Yeah.
fucking gatekeeper, you ain't doing nothing but keeping the gate that was kept from your ass when you was
Mm-hmm.
younger, right? And only reason you accept that because you know you didn't make it and you felt played. So
Yeah.
what you gonna do is you want to make the next generation of people feel played, so they can follow you and make you feel like you don't stand on some shit, which you ain't standing on shit because you a broken soul, right? You
Yeah.
broke because you ain't man enough to accept that you did make it. So you want to hurt other people, right? So this is exactly how they keep it coming. So they raise the next set of dead generation of people that's not moving forward
Yeah.
because of hurt and shit, right? As a man, you gotta be able to let that shit go, right? You should, a motherfucker got something off on you, they got it off on you. Just like a woman that broke your heart before, man, you know goddamn well is you gonna get over that shit. It's gonna hurt and all that, right? That's the
Yeah.
same thing go for with being an artist, man. You know how many people got something off on me when I first came to the game? See, this the reason why I'm like I am today. I don't want it to
Yeah.
happen to nobody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, like no, like everybody, people scared to admit what happened to them. I ain't nah,
Yeah.
man. It ain't gonna happen no motherfucking more.
Yeah.
It's like that, like that's real shit.
And it shows your character too, because you know what I mean, because there's people that get hurt and then they don't want other people to feel that hurt, so they try to, that's their mission. And then there's people that get hurt and they just want to hurt other people, or just like you said, like
That's,
people, they have stuff done to them in this business, so they feel like it's almost like a rite of passage, like you gotta,
yes,
like everybody else got to go through it because they went through it, instead of being
yes.
like, what can we look at this situation, reevaluate it, and make it better for the new artists coming up. You know what
And
I
make it
mean?
go. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. So they and that's what people understand. Gatekeeping, man. The wrong gatekeeping leads to that type of behavior, that type of shit, to where the 24 the 24 law I talk about on Smoke and Talk all the time, right? The 24 law is every 24 years somebody come out of St. Louis, right? Before Sexy Red came out, it was Nelly. That was 24 years ago, right? Before Nelly, it was Silk Smooth and Coyote, Silk Smooth, you know. So every 24 years somebody come out of her, and I got a real problem with that. So everybody that's working right now has been working, ain't got nothing coming for
Yeah.
the next 24 years. So my speech today is always let's change that, because we can change that, and we change that by sticking together in this underground. And how you stick together by supporting each other. Who the fuck want to wait another 24 years for somebody to come out of here, man, with all this
Yeah.
great talent here? That don't even make sense, B.
So why do you think that it takes 24 years for artists for them to come back, for the industry to look at St. Louis again? Why do you think? Because there's plenty of artists and everybody keeps making music through that time period.
Because why would I, you know, why as an industry, right? As an industry, man, why would I worry about people who ain't doing what they supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
If I'm a business, a billion-dollar business, why would I be worried about people that's not doing what they supposed to be doing? Meaning, you go and check history. Every coast, every part of the United States that ever came together on music, the industry stepped right in and gave everybody what they was fucking asking for. What part people not understand about that?
Yeah.
Like for real, like you got it's history. East Coast did it. Down South did it, and the West Coast did it. The East Coast came together back in the day. They had a song called "Headed for Self-Destruction," right? All of them back in the day. You look it up. They was all regular people, no money, none of that shit. Just regular rappers off the street came together, got tired of the shit they going through or whatever they was going through back then. They made a song together for their culture, and the industry came in and made all them legends to this day and they millionaires to this day. Same thing on the West Coast. They did a song called "All in the Same Game." Soon they did that. Everybody on them songs are legends and millionaires to this day. They did the same thing down south. They all came together, started doing music, took this one big ass picture together, and they all been running the game ever since. And they all legends and millionaires down south. So what fucking part
Yeah.
that we not understanding St. Louis? Not just St. Louis, but the Midwest itself,
Yeah.
right? So yeah. So I'm starting with St. Louis because we big enough for it to
Yeah.
open this motherfucker wide up. So that's what I'm saying. When we come together and pull together on some a project or whatever it is that they are looking for, then they'll step in because they don't have time to talk to people on no business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, Come on, you gotta know the business, man. They talking business. They ain't talking about no song.
Yeah. Nah, that's true. It's true, man.
It's 90% business and 10% talent.
Yeah.
And St. Louis think it's 90% talent and 10% business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that shit got to change. And you gotta understand we all on the same game in St. Louis. When it comes to the industry, when it comes to music, we all in the same game. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear to
Nah, for
God.
sure.
No cap.
So
And that ain't gonna change until we pull that shit together, brotherhood. That's real shit.
so we go play this My City. Tell us about this video before we play it. I love the video, man. So tell us about the song, like how you came up with the song and the idea with the song, and then tell us about the vision coming together with the video.
The song itself, the beat actually came from Blood Raw, Sound Jeezy them. I got the beat from him. He personally emailed it to me. You know, he told me he thought about me on it, and I ended up getting it from him. And then once I heard it, man, I was like, damn, the hook was already there. You know, it was already hooked. The beat and shit was already there. And I just thought so much about St. Louis, man. I just did my best at the time. You know what I'm saying? To speak about St. Louis, man. And at the time, I didn't want to put nobody else on it because I wanted to say what I felt. You know what I mean? About the city. And I did try to get a couple people at first on it or whatever. But my thing was just to talk about St. Louis, man, and how I felt and let the people hear it. That's what it's about, man. And the video itself, Workhouse shot the video, shot the Workhouse. We came up with the concept, man. It was just like just to show the city, you know what I mean? Each part of the city we was riding through or pull up on, mirrors, show mirrors, arch, get close to the arches we could, you know what I mean, that day. Just to show how we got love for the city. That's what the video all about, man. So I hope y'all enjoy it too.
For sure. So we'll get right into it. Y'all can find this on YouTube as well. This is Zo Vanguard for My City official video.
I gotta roll. Yeah, man.
Some of us see the arch every day.
Every day.
But no matter how many times we see that arch, we be like proud. Because it represents the wins, the losses. But most of all, it represents us, St. Louis. Hey!
I didn't know.
Parks. I do it for Mike Brown, let put her in our arch. I love my city and everything that come with it. I won't stop and I won't quit till my whole city on top 30 and we all with it. This is that new, this is that old St. Louis at its best. Striking the pose on middle fingers that give a few of those. We do it for the culture and I already know we got our own voice, our own choice. I'm from St. Louis, get one shot of love and I put that on that chrome heart. I can't they believe in me. That's the same thing for achieving me. I do it for my city, dirty, not easy, do it for my enemy. It's on now, I'm in the zone now. Got the street, man, let's take it strong now. Bring it home now, cause St. Louis on the ground and came up. And it's on now. It's the rest in our city. And it's just in our city. Scream St. Louis if you with me. That money, we getting it. R.I.P. Lonnie B. And that's from the whole city. 10,000 units sold. We did that for the city. I stand up for my city. city. Never give up on my city. Bust a drum for my city. Play a drum for my city. I made a name for myself, so I can represent my city. I went from city to city, representing my city. You know that St. Louis, that dirty life, that Midwest shit. I'm pushing straight to the top, cause quit just ain't my stick. I bought that clutch 100 so I can get to it quick. Cause when we get it, we gon' keep it. Cause St. Louis, we earn this shit. I'm St. Louis to the bone, grips, and I refuse to quit. I do this for the ones who believe and refuse to quit. My city stay lit, like the watch on my wrist. My city the shit, and we deep in the abyss. You can catch me in the Beano, hey, way in the back, popping bottle after bottle, throwing stack after stack. St. Louis don't know how to act, but when we see that damn arch, we place our hands on our heart and say these words from the heart. Hey.
Straight up. I swear to God. They say if you want it, you gotta go get it.
Yeah, we can play that one too. You want? We'll go ahead and yes, sir.
I want it all. Master P said, ball till you fall. I want it all. Do it every day. That's the recipe. Nipsey Hussle said, show up every day. That's the recipe to the independent one. I want it all. T-shirts, socks, and drawers. Gold on my ceiling and walls. Bad bitches turn off my drawers. Last time I checked, I was a St. Louis vet. Last time I checked, I had 30 of this clip. Last time I checked, hey man, shout out to that motherfucker there, man. Shout out to him, man. Be healed, man. Hey, had to be on the show too, man. Thank you for having me on your show, bro.
Nah, man, anytime, man. So tell people a little bit about like your creative process. Like whenever you get in the studio, do you kind of have like an idea of like the song that you want to do, or do you kind of you go in, you listen to beats and let the beat talk to you? Like what's your process like?
Yeah, I'm like a slow writer, right? I ain't no fast writer, right? I just go in and just give me this beat, and, I ain't marched on the track like that, right? I'm a perfectionist, man, so I like to take the beat, and leave with it, right? So 9 times out of 10, my process is like this. I'm going in with a hook already in my head, right? And then I heard the beats. I go through the beats. I get the beats. I'm able to fuck with the hook in the studio on the beat immediately because I learned the hook before I got there. So all I'm looking for is the beat to match it. Once I can match the beats with the hook, I drop a hook on that motherfucker and get it out of there. And then I come back to the studio. I'll be ready to drop it.
Yeah, I think that's important too, because it's like you gotta be prepared whenever you go in the studio. Like a lot of people, they be going to the studio and they be wanting to be like a party or like a hangout and shit. And it's about there. You creating some. Everybody's time is valuable and shit. You shouldn't go to the studio in front of an engineer unless you got something in mind already. Like, you know what I mean? Or like just like you were saying, like how you already had the hook in your head and you looking for something to, like match it, so you already got the idea. You know what I mean? Like, so let's talk about the podcast, man. Smoke and Talk. First, tell people where they can. I know the days and times. I know, but go ahead and tell people where they can find it and what's the times and stuff.
Oh, okay, like Smoke and Talk, man. It's a podcast. We film on Mondays and Wednesdays. We live on Facebook, on Zo Vanguard page, my Zo Vanguard page. But after we film from a website and YouTube, so you can go on YouTube at Smoke and Talk STL and check out all the interviews we done had, movies we got over there, and things like that. And we 6 o'clock. It started at 6 o'clock in the evening. We do a pre-show starting at 6 o'clock. The pre-show consists of DJ 55. He's the only DJ in St. Louis that played nothing but underground music. right? He don't play no industry music at no time. So if you book him for your birthday party, he gonna play underground music. If you book him for your wedding, he gonna play underground music. So that's how serious the brother is. But we got a pre-show, and we play underground music for 35 to 40 minutes before our interviews. For artists. They don't pay us to do it. They don't ask us to do it. We take our time out to do it because they have such beautiful music. And that's our job. We feel like it's our job to do so at Smoke and Talk. So that's what the pre-show consists of. I'm the co-host on there on the pre-show. So it starts at 6 o'clock, and then 6:30, 6:45, we be rolling on in um, to to the interviews of Smoke and Talk.
That's dope. Yeah, I seen didn't y'all just have y'all's 300th episode, right?
Yeah, 300
Yeah,
episodes, man. Yeah,
congratulations, man. That's big,
right
man.
on, right on,
So
bro.
so what was it that made you decide to start Smoking Talk? Like what was it that gave you that drive to do that?
Well, traveling, like I said, traveling in and out of town, bro. Visiting other states. Excuse me, doing music and meeting people, which made me see how dope St. Louis flat out really are. Right. So I don't see nobody representing for our city, like for every single body, right?
Hmm.
And if you got and if anybody represent for how everybody gonna somebody gonna find out, right? You gotta have a spokesman, man. You know what I mean? So I just look at myself, man. I don't want to be called a spokesman, so I'm just I became the mayor of the city, right? So with that being said, I speak for everyone, and somebody has to have everyone speak. Everybody individually speaking for themselves, which is that's what they're supposed to be doing,
Hmm.
right? But we got to have somebody speak for everyone, man. That's my job, and that's what I feel like Smoking Talk is doing, creating a professional platform, right? That everyone of all walks of life, they're gonna be on there and watching and tuning in, right?
Yeah.
Because it's about cultural, and that's why I invited. That's why you see my commercials for my Smoking Talk with every race of person in there that's still Smoking Talk to show people this is not like a rap thing or nothing like that, right?
Yeah.
Or just a certain phrase of people. No, this is for everyone because we are behind as a culture.
Yeah.
So this is what I started Smoking Talk on, and that's basically, man, like what it's based on. Just to when people outside our city look in, they have somewhere to look.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, nah, I love it. I love it, and I think it is great because it's like genuine. You know what I mean? And you're on there. You know what I mean? You don't discriminate by like race or like your job or whatever you do, your profession. You know what I mean? And you're not like rage baiting. It's not like you on there trying to try. You know what I mean? It's a peaceful vibe. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's an
yeah,
open conversation, and that's something that we're missing with like the way social media and everything is. It's just natural conversations. It's just
yeah,
people
man.
talking and just sitting down without going back and forth arguing, or you know what I
Hmm.
mean, without all the shit, like all the bullshit that people be doing on the internet nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
sir. Yes, sir. Because like it's like we need a platform to let people express themselves, tell you who they are, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
what it's about. Like, how can I argue with a person telling me who they are?
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said. So,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, it's like I feel like I am documenting history. I'm making
Mm-hmm.
sure that artists and business owners, nonprofit organizations, and people in St. Louis get a chance to tell their story,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
traveling podcast as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been to other states, man, with Smoking Talk. People think I be in St. Louis. I'm in a whole nother state. That's why my background, everything stay the same. So you don't know they'll be knowing where I'm at. So
Yeah,
I'm sitting down in Kansas City with they underground. I said I'm in Oklahoma and they underground.
yeah.
You see what I'm at? So like
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing people, man, this is not just about us. It's about the culture, period. All underground, all across the country, right? Anybody who feel like they ain't being heard. So
Yeah.
if you rolling like that, you can't be mad, you can't be angry, you can't be telling nobody what they saying. Like, no, this is a beautiful setting, right? A
Mm-hmm.
cool vibe. drink a little champagne, right? Nothing out of hand, and tell
Yeah.
your story. You can't go wrong like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Yeah.
perform, I let you perform. Put it at the beginning of your interview and at the end of your interview,
Yeah.
all
That's
free of
dope.
charge.
Yeah, and that is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? And like what you said about documenting, I think that's important too, because it's like a lot of people they want their flowers now and stuff, but they don't realize, like, you know, you're creating like an archive, you know what I mean,
Yes,
where like,
yes,
you know what I mean, like your grandchildren will be able to look up, and as long as there's a power grid and there's YouTube and there's the internet, they'll be able to find these interviews and have an idea of, like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine right now if you could look up like your great granddad and see him just having a conversation with somebody, how dope that would
me.
be. You'd be like,
Yes,
damn, look at, I can kind of feel his vibe, like understand him as a human. You know what I mean?
yes,
And
yes, no doubt,
that's
no
the
doubt.
path
And
that
I ain't
we're
looking at that
leaving.
part, but that's dope on me. Yeah,
Yeah.
real shit, B.
And,
Because now you made me think about, you know what I'm saying? You just made me think like, damn, children grow up, man, and don't know what their parents was like when they was younger. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And go right out there and check them out, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to that.
But at
I
the
didn't
same
look at
time,
it that deep, man. But that's dope, though. That is dope. Shout out to
yeah.
you, B.
Yeah,
Real
and
shit. Yeah.
and it's like, and what you're doing is important too, because you're giving like people like inspiration, and you're giving people, like, making them feel special by interviewing them, because a lot of people that been on your show is probably their first time having somebody really sit down and ask them questions, or ask them about
Man.
themselves, or interview them, you know, and
Yeah, bro.
that could be the drive to keep them going, because I mean, it's easy to get discouraged out here, especially whenever you put in your soul and you put in your heart in the music, and you're not getting these looks that other
Right.
people getting, because, you know what I mean, I mean, the game's rigged. Like, a lot of these artists are paying for streams, you know what I mean, getting the
Mm-hmm.
algorithm. It's like, you know what I mean, like, it's hard to really get out there and get ahead if you ain't got like a corporate, or you ain't got that money to be able to push you
Right.
and get
Right.
you out there, you know what I mean?
Yes, and that's where we come in at, to get you out there, make you feel special, right? Because it's not making you feel special. It's me repeating what you're doing to you. You're
Yeah.
making yourself feel special. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing. I'm listening to your story. I'm like, God damn, you did that. All I'm doing is telling you, man, I'm proud of that. I never knew you did that,
Yeah.
right? So hey man, that's why I call it the baby drink champs. That's why I call it that, bro. Because I noticed that's what we needed in our culture. Somebody tell us they be proud of us, man. Like you just
Yeah.
said, you heard working hard, man. Ain't anybody saying nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like, here goes Zo Vanguard. Guess what? I'm proud of what you're doing, man. Shout out to you. And
Yeah.
mean that shit, because I just heard you. And if I didn't just hear you, if I don't know you, I mean, if I know you, I seen what you're doing, so I can tell you what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the last time you heard, let's say high school was the last time somebody told you I'm proud of you,
Yeah.
right? You getting stars and stickers and shit coming up in middle school and grade school and shit like that.
Mhm.
Sniff and smell stickers and all that shit make you happy, man. When you did put an A on your paper, right?
Mhm.
You don't get that shit as an adult, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? You don't get that shit as an adult. Who the fuck don't? Who said we don't need to be told that they proud of you as an adult? We want to hear
Yeah.
that as an adult too.
And it's almost like they're setting the generations up for to be depressed and be like that, because it's just like whenever you're young, how everybody get a participation trophy,
Yes,
everybody get ribbon, you almost get praised for doing nothing. Like, it's okay, you know, you're not good,
right,
but you get
right.
praised. So then whenever you grow up, life's not like that. You know what I mean? You could be good and
Exactly
still
not,
not get praised.
man.
So
And there you
everybody, they're
go.
like, "Where's my participation trophy? Why isn't everybody telling me that I'm so good?" Is like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got to do some good shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's like you could give somebody flowers, and you could sit there without like feeling like your spot is up to grabs. You know what I mean? That's what see from people, is it's like a lot of people, they're like, it's almost like they're insecure with losing the little whatever they have. So they feel like they don't really want to show love, or they don't want to open that door, because they feel like somebody's gonna take their spot if they don't. You know what I mean? Whenever you
Yeah, I
got to be
do.
confident enough to know that what
There
you're
you
doing,
go.
you got your own path. Like, you know what I mean? It's
There you go.
okay to give other people encouragement and stuff. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna hurt you.
Hmm.
You know.
Not at all.
And
Not at
if you
all.
feel like that, then you should work harder as an
Yeah, you
artist.
got to work on yourself then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
You
to work on
know.
yourself on everything. Because you shouldn't feel no type of way when you give somebody props. You should encourage people, man. That's what it's all about. Me encouraging people that come on my show because St. Louis has so much talent, and we have to talk each other up and let each other know what you doing do mean something.
Yeah.
Your portion of what you're doing do mean something. I just
Yeah.
told a guy another day, 3D. 3D, I got said 3D, what he doing is a great thing. He trying to pull people together, pull the city together, put them on a song or get them on mixtapes or whatever, one big unit, whatever, right? I'm telling him, like, people don't have to join my team per se to join my team.
Yeah.
What you doing is helping the culture. What I'm doing is helping the culture. Now we on teams. Keep helping the culture over there. And if you need my
Yeah.
assistance, I'll come help you. Same thing if I need, say, that's how you do it. It ain't got nothing to do with being on teams like that. See, people think I be the same name. No, we gotta do the same work,
Yeah.
which is the motherfucking culture uplifting. That's how we join teams. So that's the same thing I'm telling each and every person that come on my show. Thank you for what you're doing. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you too old, right? All that
Yeah.
good shit, right? Because that's exactly what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody I sat down with 300 people, man. I just sat down with 300 people on my show and I had heard the same story yet. Not had the same conversation with a person yet on there, right? Y'all tell all different stories, all walks of life. And who am I to try to cut in the net?
Yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure. Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. I fuck with the culture, man. And that's what you have to do. You have to fuck with the culture. If you doing shit that causes the culture to argue, if you doing shit that cause the culture to separate and be mad and join forces with each other, you're
Mm-hmm.
not doing it the right way.
Yeah, and it's because like the internet and the way that things are now is like you can get more attention for being fake, or you get more attention for
Oh,
rage
yeah.
baiting or just like beefing and all that. But the thing is though, is it's like you go burn out quick, because one thing is
That
people
part.
go, you gotta think like whenever people discover you, a lot of times that's what they go think about you forever. So like you gotta make sure that everything you put out is something that you want people to, because sometimes
Yes.
motherfuckers might only give you one chance. They might see you, and they'll be like, all right, let me hear what he's about. And then they hear it and they're like, that's all you get. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure
No doubt.
that the product that you're putting out is something that you want to be represented as. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
not just something that you just trying to get attention because you like, oh, I'm gonna get attention off this and I'm gonna flip that into that. You know?
Yeah. Damn right, B. You're exactly 100% right. I
You know,
promise.
and a lot of these people, whenever they do get eyes on them, they don't have a catalog or anything to back up what they did. Like they be working backwards. Like I always say, like it's almost like
Yeah.
nowadays, motherfuckers, they want to sell you the house before they even laid the foundation to build the house on top. Like they'll be like, oh, here, here's this beautiful house, and it's just the empty
Yeah.
lot. You're like, where's the house at? Well, I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build it after you pay
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
build it. I'm gonna do all this. It's like, you know what I mean? They be working backwards and stuff, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Nah, I do, B. I know exactly what you mean. And
So
that's the thing about, man, people getting out here and doing the right thing. That's why I say help the culture. So when people don't know shit, they can come and get help and not get their head busted trying to
yeah.
learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We got to
Mhm.
get ahead first, man. We got to understand that we are behind. We are
Yeah.
behind because we're not supporting each other. People go to all these different states. Go to Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to my brother Gator Vanguard down there. But go to Atlanta and all these different places, man. You watch them stick together down there. You watch them push each other. You
Mhm.
watch them just do all amazing shit with each other, right? And you come back here and you ain't trying to do none of that shit. Like, what part of your mind ain't clicking yet?
Yeah.
That's
I
all I'm
think
saying. So when we finally figure out, man, how to do a project like 3D was saying, man, or something like that, because I agree with it.
yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That's for sure. I totally believe in St. Louis, right? I'm
Mhm.
not one of the ones that will talk down on St. Louis. You're gonna never hear me talking about St. Louis like they rappers, the none of that shit. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't
Yeah.
doing none of that. So I totally believe in St. Louis. So that's why I stick to my guns when I'm talking about the culture pulling together, supporting these business owners and supporting each other. Rappers too. Like I'd say on 314 day. On 314 day, everybody in the city of St. Louis should be sharing every business owner, every artist, whatever business on all social medias. I don't give a fuck if
Mhm.
you know it or not. Whether you're a rapper, business owner, non-profit organization, just share anything from St. Louis. Just share it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? For 314 a day. That's how you bust the cap off the internet. That's how you bring the attention from the industry to who all people, right? Because the
Mhm.
people want to get recognized one by one, right? But sometimes it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
They want to see a variety of shit and let them pick from. Like,
Mhm.
there you
Mhm.
go. Yeah.
Because
Uh,
everybody got different cup of tea, you know what I mean? And
yeah, man.
it's almost like it's like musical chairs, you know what I mean? Everybody in St. Louis, there's like they feel like there's only a few chairs, so they feel like they gotta compete with each other. Whenever it's like almost like watching like watching a basketball game, right? And
Hmm.
you got this team over here, and they guarding each other. They're over here fouling each other on their own team and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Trying to get to the ball, right?
yeah, like they like, no,
Yeah,
I want the
yeah.
ball. Nah, I'm gonna get the ball. And they're fighting over
Hmm.
the shot instead of just being like
Right.
passing the ball to whoever's open and knowing that you go get that alley oop and you go get yours. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Nah. You right. But that's what we come in that, man. What we doing, everybody doing their part, man. I encourage each and
Mm-hmm.
every podcast in our city, man. At some point we all have to sit down and have a meeting, right? And understand who we are in this industry of ours, this underground industry, and see to see where we stand and how to move the culture forward, because it's on us to move the culture forward, and that's what
Yeah,
people don't know. The more we separate it, the more the culture stays separated too.
for
You
sure.
understand what I'm saying? So if the media, so if the, all the social, I mean the media come together, and with the understanding, man, a lot of things will start coming together first. I promise you that. So
Mm,
that's one of my missions this year, to sit down with each and every person that have a podcast or a show or anything like that that showcase artists or whatever you do. I want to meet with them this year, man, so we can start changing the game a little bit.
that's dope. So before we went live, you mentioned you got a video coming out that you gonna be making. So what we just started 2026. Like what's in store for 2026 for Zo Vanguard?
Man, 2026, man. Uh, I'm a lot of music coming back. I'm trying to put a lot more music back out that I didn't drop. Of course, move the podcast further. I'm really trying to get into some kind of situation deal with internet bloggers and shit, right? These different companies, and to make a platform bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been kind of reaching out and talking to different people and trying to hear something back. So for 2026, I want to be able to open up this place of business, and well, all St. Louis come and hang out at. You know what I'm saying? That just in the industry, underground.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, that's for 2026. I'm trying to make that happen, man. And I'm focusing on it real heavy and hard, man. For real shit.
That's dope. All right, I got one more question for you, man. I always like to ask people, man, what's the best advice that you ever been given, and what's the best advice that you could give somebody else?
The best advice I ever been given, man, is I sat down, me and a friend of mine in the studio, watched this documentary on St. Louis, right? We used to have a basketball team, professional basketball team. I ain't know that shit, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, we used to have so exactly, bro. Um, we watching the video, like, damn. So they actually made a movie of it. Let me go and finish this though. Like, damn, that's crazy. What happened to the team? So they go into the documentary saying the reason the team left, nobody came out to support, bro. All right. Um, and they was bringing all these circus birds in. This was a professional team. They
Mm-hmm.
bringing mid what's the halftime shows every time St. Louis just didn't come out. So they had to sell the team, get rid of it when you had one really sense at all. Saying that to say the biggest lesson from watching that was that St. Louis don't really support like that,
Yeah,
which made me understand my city. Meaning that no matter how good you are, just to show me state,
yeah,
show me you're gonna put this motherfucker on.
yeah,
So that means that ain't nobody coming to my shows here. That meant I'm talking about when I'm coming up. So I understood at that point that I ain't no giving up because you don't have support. So I'm saying it to say, if no support is the best motherfucking support, keep pushing.
Yeah.
The best I can give you.
Nah, that's true, man. That's true, and it's crazy because St. Louis, it does like it has a lot of support, like for like you know what I mean, like the Blues or the Cardinals, or like you said earlier, like everybody's always repping St. Louis merch and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of pride in the city, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
But it's like people like it's probably like that anywhere. It's like people don't want to support you until it's popular to support you.
No doubt. So I'm
You
not
know?
saying like I don't want nobody saying like I don't think saying St. Louis don't support. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying what I got out of it was no matter if somebody supports you or not, keep pushing. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want to get out to everybody, right? Because St. Louis do support.
Yeah.
St. Louis do support. I did a show in 2019 that brought out 206 people, not me myself by myself, me and a whole bunch of other artists called Bridging the Gap Show.
Yeah.
I'm showing people once again, when you come together and do something together, right? This what happened. We called Bridging the Gap between St. Louis and Illinois, East St. Louis and Illinois. We came together, bought out 206 people standing there. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah. When you come together and do some shit, you get some shit done.
Yeah.
So y'all keep that shit in mind.
Yeah.
I ain't never performed in front of 206 people back of a Zo Vanguard show. Fuck no, I haven't.
Yeah.
I ain't never bought out 206 people as a Zo Vanguard.
Yeah.
But as Bridging the Gap, as a unit, as a whole, we did it together. We did that shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't got a show since then. I'm gonna let everybody know that.
Oh man, you gotta get another Zo Vanguard show, man.
Man,
you know there's a lot of shit going on
We gonna bring
314,
out
man.
1,000 people. We gonna bring out 1,000 people the next time. They ain't want to see that shit happen.
You come out to Washington. We're doing a 314 show out at Washington, and
shout out to Washington, man.
And Ambassadors got a car show too on 314. There's a lot of shit going down on 314, man.
Yeah, shout out to 314 Day. I love 314 Day, man. I love 314 Day. That's a national holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I dig? To me anyway, I'll tell you that.
Nah, I love the love that you have for the city, man, and the love for the culture and bringing people together. Like it's refreshing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's refreshing to have somebody speak so freely about it because there's a lot of people that support people, but a lot of people don't know that those people are supporting them. You know what I mean?
Don't, man, and they don't want people to find out about people like us, right?
Yeah.
That's why they suppress us. That's why they won't give us letters in certain venues and shit like that, right? They know they fucking with leaders and they fucking with bosses, right? I swear to God.
Yeah.
But a leader and a boss is one gonna speak for the people, man. They ain't about no goddamn street shit, bro. They know that. They see it, right? So they suppress people like you, bro. They suppress people like me, bro, to keep the motherfuckers who are active away from you because you don't charge them. You showing love. What?
Yeah.
They trying to bust their head. They forget, but they keep forgetting they got children, man. See, everybody forgets you got children. Yeah. And the universe don't skip a beat. You understand? So keep on keeping on.
Yeah. And
it's $2-3 crumb snatching ass. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. And it's like and it's like because whenever you have a positive agenda, you're not going along with everything like being negative. Because that's what it's really like. If you're negative or if you just like make songs about killing people or make songs about you know, like if you're a girl, you make songs about whatever, you know, not talking shit about nobody, like, you know, but I'm just saying though, like it just feels like there's like a certain agenda that gets pushed, and if you don't fall into that category, then you kind of get pushed to the side. But I think people are getting tired of, like, especially with the social media and everything, where like you could go and find what you want. Like it's not like how it used to be where you had to listen to what's on the radio or you had to listen to whatever they put in front of you. Like now we're in a way where you could go find what you want and you could have your own taste. Too many people are afraid to have their own taste. Too many people, like, they wake up, like they want to go pick out some clothes. They'll be like, okay, what is everybody else wearing? Not what do I want to wear? You know? And it's because they don't want to be, you know, they don't want to stand out almost. They want to be part of the group. They want to be sheep. You know what I mean?
Yes, they want to be the fit in motherfucker.
Yeah, and until you know what I mean, until you get a flock, then you know what I mean, it's just like somebody walking around like, you know what I mean, like a sheep herder. Like You know what I mean? Until you get a couple sheep following you, then the other sheep are gonna start following you. But until
Facts.
then, you just walking around with a stick. You know what I mean? If you
Mhm.
ain't got no sheep, people, you know what I mean? And
Right.
it's
Nah,
like,
real shit. Nah, real
yeah,
shit.
it's like
Real
you gotta
shit.
you. But if you keep pushing and you're genuine in what you're doing, then that's what's really gonna matter. Because people they can see whenever people aren't real, like you know what I mean, or whenever
You
people are
damn
trying to
right.
be somebody, like
You
you know what I
damn
mean.
right. Yes, yes, indeed. I know exactly what you mean.
And you
That's
could
why I
come,
chose to call myself the mayor of the city and not the king, right?
yeah,
I'm not no I can't say I'm a king right now of the city. I am a king, don't get me wrong. I'm not the king of the city, you know why? Because a king gonna make sure people eat. He gonna open up doors for people. He gonna change the lives of family. I'm not in position to do that right now.
yeah, yeah,
So I ain't taking on no fake labels. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm the mayor. I just speak for the people right now, right?
yeah,
Now if I get moved to be the king, most definitely I accept it. You know what I mean? With humble submission and obedience, right? But
yeah,
at the same time, right now I'm just the mayor, man. I speak for the people and I want to see everybody win, man.
yeah,
I want to see our culture win. And they say how everybody gonna win when the culture win.
yeah,
When 5 and 6 and 8 and 9 and 10 people start falling out here getting record deals or starting record labels, shit like that, right? That's how
yeah.
everybody win. You get more
Mhm,
motivation out of that. So
mhm,
with that being said, I just chose the mayor, man, because man, you got to better just you got to understand your position, man. Not fake with the people. People want to hear genuine shit, right?
yeah,
People been making so many beautiful mixtapes and albums and all this kind of shit, putting money into their videos and doing all this other great shit, right? And ain't
mhm,
nothing changing for the culture, right? And I think right now they starting to get more hip to that.
mhm,
Like I'm not the problem. My talent is not the problem. You know what I'm saying? The look, that's not the problem. They started to see like it's a culture thing, and
yeah,
that's why people are starting to lean more towards to hearing what me type of people like we have to say.
yeah,
Because they trying to fix the problem. They might not ask you yet, but shit, it's in their mind. They want like we need to fix this problem.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah, I agree, man. And it fits because like a mayor's job is to fix the problem. Like a mayor's
Facts.
job isn't to rule. The mayor doesn't rule the town. Nah, they're servant to the people. They're there to fix it. They're there to put their input. And I think one thing St. Louis could really do good for is like is if somebody in St. Louis would like how Master P made had the label, and
Hmm.
brought the label to New Orleans, you know what I mean? Or like in
Hmm.
Houston, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like Jay Prince, you know what I mean, put
Yes.
on or what Suge Knight, you know what I mean, California type shit. You know what I mean? Instead
Yeah.
of instead of everybody trying to look out for somebody else out the city to sign, there needs to be somebody here in the city to make a a major label, you know what I mean, and put on for
Yes,
the artists
indeed.
in the city. So we ain't got to
Yes.
try to go sign the Universal or sign to these
Right.
East
Right.
Coast labels. You
There
know
you
what I
go.
mean?
Yeah,
Because there
now I know
ain't
exactly
really
what you
been no
mean,
St.
B.
Louis label really
Yeah,
like that. You know what I mean?
now I know exactly what you mean. That's why I'm trying to build what you call the second floor, right? Second floor to the industry, man. Right? Is exactly what you said. It's like St. Louis, man. We got a trust issue here, right? A lot of people here like really like don't really gonna sign no shit, right?
Yeah.
So like we want to be able to touch the paper, give you the what you ask for as an artist, and then be out of it, right? And I want to kind of set the industry up for us like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you choose to be going to the industry, right? So what I mean by the second floor is I got the underground, you got the industry. Right now, people come from the underground, go straight to the industry. That's the only thing you got, right? So I'm
Hmm.
saying you come from the underground, go to the second floor, man. At least you made it somewhere, right? On the second floor, right? This you get to travel, to go to states, do different shows and different podcasts and shit like that. It's almost like the industry just ain't got that kind of money there, right?
Yeah.
But the industry have to look too far down no more because now they look at the second floor because it's more professionalism going on that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to build right now, and how we building that is by sitting down with other states.
Yeah.
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 So that part whenever you drop an album, people we should have people over here already ready to buy that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You
No,
understand
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
This is we building our own industry. People,
Hmm.
we we've been doing it for a while. Me and a few of our friends that we know in music, but the way you run it, I see it as it could be ran as big, like everybody part of it. It's just about you being a man of your word, or she being a woman of her word, right? So
Hmm.
when I go to different states, I meet people and I make them mayors, right, of their city, right? So I got a mayor of Washington State on the West Coast. I got a mayor in Oklahoma. I got a mayor down in Texas. I got a mayor in Kansas City. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we assigning mayors across the country so that way we can get introduced to their underground.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
And,
saying?
and that way you got somebody you could tap into whenever you go to that city. You're already locked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to go to that city, I got Be Here. You want what? Okay, hold on. Give me a call. Boom, boom. Be Here coming up. He want to interview. How many shows I got? We got 9 shows from the interview. All right, boom. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's how
Yeah.
you do that, right? It's for everybody, for the culture.
Mm-hmm. And it's important for artists to get out their city too, man. Because whenever you go to other cities, it's like you're exotic to that city. Like you get, because
You
I'm from
damn right.
Houston, and I seen it whenever I came out here to St. Louis. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
it's
man.
almost like people love me more because I'm from Houston. I'm not from St. Louis, so they don't look at me as like competition or nothing because I'm
Right,
from a different city. And I
right.
feel like that's important for artists to do too. Because whenever you go to other cities, even if it's just to do shows and stuff, they're happy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many showcases I've been to where there's been like out of town, somebody from Memphis or somebody from Texas, and the DJ keeps, we got Texas in the building, like they're excited to have
Yeah,
somebody come to their venue from another city.
yes.
Like it's almost like
Goddamn.
you're getting a red carpet treatment for that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? When it
No
should be
doubt.
like that in your own city, but you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's not always like that because you know what I mean, that's where you from. And like
Yeah.
I said, like a lot of people they be feeling like competition whenever it
Mm-hmm.
should be, we should be at competition with other cities. You
Right.
know what I mean? Instead of
No,
being
real
in
shit.
competition within each other, you know?
I fuck with it. Then you right about every single thing, man. And that's why it's important for people to travel. That's why it's important for people to network. And that's why it's important for us to start making people St. Louis famous again, bro.
Yeah, for sure,
And
man.
it's the media, it's us, the media, that have to do it, right?
Yeah.
And like I say, man, sometime this year, man, I'm about ready now, though, for real. Sometimes you sit down on all the podcasts, see what we can come up with, and get everybody to understand how important our roles are in this underground.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and, and as media, I mean, we're documenting what the world is seeing. And we gotta think about
yes,
that as podcasters and
yes,
influencers and whatever, artists and stuff like that. It's because it's like, a lot of people they'll be trying to get attention for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
now
And
they do, B.
that's why a lot of people, like if people that ain't never been to St. Louis, if you ask them about St. Louis, they always just talk about crime or you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
riots
yeah,
and stuff like that. And it's like
yeah,
the city's way bigger than that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's a
man,
big
yeah,
city with like a small town vibe. Like it's like everybody knows each other type shit, but it's a big city though. You know
no
what I
doubt.
mean?
No, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's why, like, on Smoking Talk, um, I don't talk about like the street shit, violence and shit in St. Louis, right? On the show, I talk about all the positive shit about St. Louis. The
Hmm.
reason being, man, because that's all we know about that. They know all that shit about us about around the country, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know all that. So
Hmm.
you tell me y'all ain't got nothing good in this month?
Yeah.
Like, nah, yes, we do, man. Here it is, right here, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I do that on there. That's why I don't let people come on there talking about who they don't like and all this old kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Um, like as a man, man, if y'all ain't got no real, like, really beef like that, y'all just bickering back and forth and shit, man, cut that weird ass shit out, right?
Hmm.
I don't want to speak to him or say, man, that's weird, man. As a
Yeah.
man. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You taking care of business right now, man. You speak up on
Hmm.
everything. You put your feelings in your back pocket, man, and they gotta learn emotional intelligence, right? Because
Yeah.
other than that, man, like, nah, you right, man. This is about us as a
Hmm.
whole culture, as business owners. I don't give a damn what you do. It's about
Yeah.
us. And
Yeah.
learn how to speak about us and when it's time and the time is right and not just getting in your feelings. And that's what a
Yeah.
lot of people we do, bro. Fuck the feelings, fuck all that. You got people here that do great shit. Speak about them. I don't want to talk about the violence. We see that shit all the time. We hear about it all the time. They know all that good shit, right? So
Hmm.
what I want to talk about is the B Hill show. God damn it, Smoking Talk. God damn it, the artists that doing these shows, man, and putting these showcases together, right? And straighten out our culture.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. Definitely.
That's what I'm on.
Well, man, I appreciate you being on here, man. Is there anything else that you want to touch on before we wrap it up?
Man, I want to let you know I'm having a 300 episode performance and get together down at the spot coming soon. And I want to see if you want to be a perform, come down, be a part of it, or
Yeah.
interview, shit like that, whatever.
Yeah. What day is it? Is
I'm
it this
trying to get to be on the 11th, so I'm
on the
working on it
11th?
right now.
On that's what's up. So next month.
Yes,
What is
yes.
today? The 20th.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can definitely pull up, man. That's be dope, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just trying to keep everybody who ever been on Smoke and Talk, trying to get them to come out, who have food, shit like that. You know what I mean? Just drink shit. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
supposed to drink the bar in there, but
and I wanted to ask you about the smoothies, man. Like what was it that got you involved in the smoothies? I was curious.
you said what about the smoothies? Say it again.
What was it that got you involved in like in making smoothies and
Oh, the
selling
doctor
smoothies
told
and
me I had
stuff?
to lose weight if I wanted to live, right? So I had to find something. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for real, bro. I had to lose a lot of weight and shit. I lost over 100 pounds. So I created this smoothie, man, back in 2015. And I've been making a living off of it ever since. I've been running that company. Um, so what happened was I was a big motherfucker and I was hungry. So I
Mm,
made a smoothie one day and I drunk it. I was like, man, this is not gonna get it. I'm
mhm,
still hungry. I'm ready to eat me a burger and shit, right? So I'm about to relapse, right? So um I kept fucking with it, tinkering with it, tinkering with it, tinkering with it. I took a class from some farmers, right?
mhm.
On YouTube. Learn how to take care of fruit, freeze them, take care of them and things like that. So I ended up learning how to create put three smoothies in one bottle. And that's how I started putting all the vegetables and fruit and shit and all that kind of shit. I learned how to make my own natural I call it fruit water, right? And those are two things I use when I create the smoothie. And the smoothie is tastes like a slushy from Quick Trip, bro. But it help you lose weight, it help you gain weight if you need to gain weight. It just do all this good shit, right? And I've been
Yeah.
making a living off of it since 2015. I had a cafe in the Central West End, 2018 to 2000. That sold the smoothies and shit like that. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was just health reasons, bro. And they good as fuck. It's just like a slushie out of Quick Trip. I swear to God. But they got vegetables. Like I created one other day for the first time I used sweet potatoes, right?
Yeah.
And I had to say, man, that's one of the fucking greatest smoothies I tasted, right? With sweet potatoes. I was like, damn.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna have to get you one, let you check them out, man. See what's going on.
Yeah, no, I think that's important, especially with like all the stuff they be putting in our foods and preservatives and hormones and
Yeah,
stuff that
yeah,
are
yeah.
making a lot of people don't realize that they're on all these antidepressants not because they're really depressed, but because this food is making them depressed. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
The
Yeah.
chemicals and stuff, and especially whenever you live
Yep.
in on the go and stuff, it's good to have an option like your smoothies because it's like what I mean. A lot of people they don't have time to sit down and eat a real healthy meal.
Right.
They got to eat on the go and stuff. So you can grab a healthy smoothie instead of going and grabbing, McDonald's or something like that. Like
On
it's good to
everything as
have that
well.
alternative for people. You know what I
Well,
mean?
mm-hmm. So drinking them smoothies, man, like yeah, you got. I promise, man, it's just not gonna. It takes away the appetite, the hunger, the want for sweets and shit, right? It's just
Hmm.
not all that out, right?
Yeah,
Um, in the morning, man, I've been like now. What time is it's right at 4 o'clock, man. I haven't eaten nothing yet, right?
yeah,
I drink smoothies in the morning, man, and I just don't be fucking hungry, man. I just don't be hungry. I
yeah.
just like for real. So the smoothies, man, have like kale, spinach, carrots, cucumbers, and tomatoes. All my smoothies, and,
Like
and
like
yeah,
every
and you,
single one of them has those.
every single one of them, and you don't taste not a vegetable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Packed with it though, packed
Yeah,
with it. Yes,
yeah,
and children had their parents come buy them for them.
yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just like a slushy, just like and
Hmm.
a lot of people children don't eat vegetables, so
Yeah,
they bound from me because they got vegetables in them to make sure their children get their vegetables.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I put whatever you want in there, you will not taste it. I won I won $50 out the bet, but this lady before we got her, she had me to make a smoothie with beets.
Hmm.
Her husband said he couldn't get him eat beets for nothing in the world. and she bet him $500. So I end up taking beets and make a smoothie for her. Gave him to him, gave her to him. Matter of fact, she gave him both of them. He drunk both of them, drunk both of them. She won the 500, gave me $50 off of it. She didn't have to. She just did it anyway. So. But it was, I'm just showing you a person that hate beats and don't even know it's that drunk two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there you go, man. We gotta hook up, man. Next time I get up with you, man, give me a heads up. Like on 11, I bring something out. Let y'all check them out too, man. For the people who ain't never had none, check it out for sure, for sure.
I think that's important, man, because it's like food. Like you should feel good after you eat food. Like a lot of people, they're like on this oh, after I eat, I should have to lay down and take a nap. That's not natural. That's your body rejecting. That's your body being like, what the fuck did you just put into me? Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
And vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. That's the best way, especially like natural forms of it where it's not processed. You know what I mean? It's just straight. You know what I mean? Like you said, like just frozen vegetables, frozen fruit, like in the way that, you process it in the way that you're putting into it. You know what I'm saying? But,
but yeah, see, man. A lot of people fuck up by juicing, right? Juicing is good, but juicing, you see when they take the hulls and all the stuff that's what you need.
Yeah, and it's concentrated, and
you throwing all the good shit away.
Yeah,
right?
and they put so many preservatives in it that shit, it kills all the good in it. You know what I mean? Like I was just seeing this thing about like orange juice. Like orange juice has so much sugar in it. Like just actual orange juice, like in a bottle. You know what I mean? Where like your body shouldn't have that much sugar at a time in a drink like that. But a real orange isn't like that. You know what I mean? It's just because of the preservatives and the additives that they do to give it shelf life. You know what I mean? That's why it ain't gotta be refrigerated. Like most of this juice just sits on a shelf. Like that's not natural. Like you know what I mean? Like
no, not at all.
Nah,
real shit, B. You on top of the game, I promise you that, man. And that's how I started learning too, man. I learned and I lost weight, man. And I stick to it now, man. I'm trying my best. I still eat good shit. Don't get me wrong, but
I be seeing you, man. You be eating good, man. I be seeing you be having like 5-course meals and shit. I be following you on Facebook.
Man, yeah, B. You gotta make sure you eat pretty good around this motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
You gotta feed yourself, man. Don't waste your time. You understand?
Yeah. You got it.
You only get one life.
That's true. And it's short as fuck too. Whenever you really think about it, like how this earth been here for millions of years and our little lifespan is so small compared to that. You know what I mean? And it's like you got to think about the impact that you can have while you're here and the legacy that you go leave, because like we said, as long as there's a power grid and there's the internet and stuff, then everything that we're doing is being documented. So instead of it being like people digging up pyramids and finding clay, vases and stuff, they're gonna be going on YouTube and finding, interviews like this, or be like, oh, this person was this or this person did that. So everything you do, you gotta make sure that your footprint is something that's good, because a lot of people, they be trying to sell out for just that little 10 seconds of fame.
That little 10 seconds, bro. That's crazy, right? Well, I want you to keep your platform going, man. Keep your same outlook on the underground and the people, man. Keep us all in a good favor in the world, man. Thank you for what you're doing, man. For real shit, man. Thank you for having me on your show, man. Because I don't get a lot of invites on people's show, right? I don't mind going on people's show. I just don't, but I don't get a lot of invites. That's good. Be on somebody else's show.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. I enjoyed it too, man. I definitely wanted to give you your flowers, man, because you put on for so many people, you know what I'm saying, and have nothing but love and good vibes and truly like love the city. Like, you know what I mean? Like you really doing it shows, man. It shows, and everything you're doing, man. People are watching, people are noticing. Even because I'll be feeling the same way sometimes. I'll be feeling like people, but that's the thing, is like people are watching. But not everybody always be like, they don't always take this time to like, just like think about it like this, like if you go, let's say a mainstream artist, you go watch their video, you don't really think like, oh, I should go like this video, because you just like, oh, I watched it, like,
right.
But those little things, those little likes and those little comments, that's encouraging for artists. You know what I mean? That's the thing that keeps us really going, because it lets us know that you liking what we're doing. You're not only watching what we're doing, but you're liking it,
And I also add on to that, man, the other part about it I like, B, is, man, like when I be seeing people, man, that I like actually don't actually know, and they like give me a dap on the hood and tell me thank you, you know what I'm saying, for what I'm doing for the city and shit like that, right? That mean a lot to me right there, bro. Like
Yeah,
actually for people I don't even know and be like, yeah, I be checking y'all on the show, bro. Keep going or whatever, right? So man, that's fuel. That's what I'm talking about, man. We all need to hear that. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? So I'm totally
hmm
agreeing with you, man. Like everybody, man, start telling each other we proud of each other what we did, what we do and did, right? When people come off the stage immediately, tell them good shit immediately, right?
hmm
That's
yeah,
all it takes, man. That's all it takes, man.
yeah,
Yeah, and they'll pass the same energy on, right? And
hmm
that's all it fucking takes.
yeah,
It
because
makes you feel good. It makes you
yeah.
feel good, man. Somebody give you props for something, man.
Yeah, and that's just contagious. You know what I'm saying? Showing
There you
love is
go.
contagious, just like hating is contagious. Like people,
Yep.
if you get
Yep.
hated on, you want to go hate on somebody else, like how we were talking, hurt people, hurt people. Well, love people, love people. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
man.
That don't really get
Yes.
talked about. Like if you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
just like paying it
That's real
forward. Like
shit,
somebody
B.
does something good for you, then you're like, oh, I'm gonna help out the next person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit of encouragement does go a long ways, man.
I fuck with that, man. And people gotta understand what you said. Hurt people hurt people. So when you hurt, stay away from people.
Yeah.
So
And you
you don't
gotta
hurt
fix
people.
yourself. Yeah, you gotta fix yourself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Fix yourself, man. You ain't hurt no motherfuckers. You hurting this shit. Fix
Yeah,
yourself.
because
We
because
be right here waiting on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, think about it. Like every like superhero or like anything like their genre story, they always like Batman. He goes off to the mountains and learns how to be a ninja. Or like Karate Kid, he goes off and learns the instructors. Like it's like you got to
Mm-hmm.
go and find
Mm-hmm.
yourself so you can
Mm-hmm.
come back as the hero. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Nah, no fucking doubt. I know
You know,
exactly what you mean. Hell yeah. Shout out
because
to you, B.
because too many people are afraid to be alone. Like, you know what I
Hey,
mean? But
hey.
until you're like really alone with yourself and your feelings and stuff, then you just go run from that. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yep.
face that shit so you can get through it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people they be letting shit they be trying to find distractions in life. They be living their whole life trying to find distractions whenever if they just really looked in the mirror, then they can find peace within themselves. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
You know?
Damn right. I know what you mean, bro. Because people don't look in the mirror. They can't look at it until they brushing their teeth sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
But you got to. You got to face what's in that mirror. Accept
Mm-hmm.
what's going on, god damn it. And so you, like you say, get to the good part.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah,
sure.
shout out to you, bro. Shout out to your understanding too, B Hill.
For sure, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on here, man. For sure, man. I'll definitely pull up on the 11th. And before we wrap it up, tell people where they can follow you, where they can find you, and all your like social medias and stuff.
I'm Zo Vanguard on all social medias. YouTube, Zo Vanguard, Smoke and Talk STL on YouTube for all underground interviews and performances. Might check the movie over there. We did might check the movie over there. It's got a lot of different stuff over there, so make sure y'all check that out. Zo Vanguard on all platforms, and make sure y'all support all local artists. Find one, support one on everything.
For sure, man. For sure. I appreciate you being on here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chats too, man. For sure,
Shout
man.
out to everybody that's tuned in. We got nothing but love for you, right? Keep your
For
head
sure.
up, keep going, and don't never let nobody tell you can't do nothing. I swear to God, when it comes to this music industry, man, fuck what
Mm.
they talking about.
Yeah, that's a great way to end it, man. I appreciate you being on here, man. For sure.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.